All right, I'm Joseph from the Instant Imprints in Concord, California, and now I am talking about working with sports clubs. So everybody has that softball club or that soccer club or that basketball organization or league or that baseball league that they do work with. So in my experience, a good way to take care of your sports clubs is to one, have a good turnover time. You'd be surprised that a lot of these sports clubs, it's normally just people with day jobs, and they have their own life outside of the sports club, meaning that if their team has a softball game on Saturday, they'll probably come in Thursday or Friday. So you know what that means. You got to deliver before Saturday. So you want to have a great turnover time, and you want to be able to tell them if they call over. If a sports club calls over, that's usually a good order they're going to place. But you want to get them a good turnover time, even if you have to work some more hours and be up through the night working on that order. You want to keep them happy, and the reason being is that these sports clubs, they do have their own lives. The person you might be in contact with, if they're helping out with the sports team, they might be a team mom. They're probably involved with the school. They're probably involved in their church. They're probably involved in other organizations as well. So you want to make them happy because they'll talk, they'll run their mouth about you in a good way. And if you don't deliver how they want you to, they'll talk about you in a bad way. They will run their mouth, so you want to take care of them. My second tip is availability, meaning that they do have their own lives, so they might text you after hours. They might say, "Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get down there earlier. Can you just stay around for another 30 minutes or another 20 minutes while I pick up the order? Or will I gather all my people and get all the money together and give you the money?" So I mean that's how it goes. A lot of times is they have 10 people on the team. They have 10 different sweatshirts, 10 different prints on them, or 10 different bags, and they have to get the money from each 10 different people, which is a hassle for them, and you don't want to make it a hassle for you, meaning that 10 people walk in your store. You want to just have them get the money, they bring it into you, you deliver the product to them, they can disperse it how they want to. But you want to be available to talk about stuff like that and do different things with them, because they will place big orders. It's normally a team of X amount of people, and X amount of people have to pay X amount of dollars to be a part of the team, and they're going to pay X amount of dollars to have a uniform or the certain supplies for that team. So you want to take care of them that way. Be available, be nimble with that, be open-minded about how you might want to structure their pricing. It might be some creative stuff going on. You're still going to get paid, but just make sure that you make them happy. You make it easy for them to buy. You want to make it easy for them. And three, unfortunately, they like to talk price. We don't like to talk price. Price isn't our main selling point around here, but price always comes up because they're a sports team. It's a group of people who got together and say, hey, we want to start this baseball league, and we don't really want to make a profit. We just want everybody to be able to have a place to play baseball. So they're going to shop around. They're going to ask you about price. They're going to ask you about how much is it for this and how much is it for that. You'll tell them your number, they'll say, well, how much is that per shirt? That's all they really care about, because they're going to go to the next guy and say, oh, well, this last guy gave me X amount of dollars per shirt, and how much do you charge per shirt? I mean, that's how it works out with that. Price is huge for them, but you don't want to make price your main selling point. Nobody wants to have the lowest price. It's never a good place to be, never. You want to have the highest price, honestly, but that you have to back that up with service. Tell them that you'll give them a great turnover time. Tell them that you'll work with them if they want to have a different pricing structure to where they pay X amount of dollars at the start of the season, and then if somebody adds, they can pay that then. And you still fulfill. You want to be nimble. You want to be open-minded about the pricing, and be ready to talk price. They'll ask you about your pricing. They'll ask you about if you want to do any discount, if you'll match anything they did last year with a different club or a different business. And price is huge to them because they don't want to pay that much. They just want to play. They just want to play ball. They don't want to pay. So my three tips is have a good turnover time, be available, be nimble, be open-minded with how you're structuring the deals, and be ready to talk price. Be ready to talk price. You don't want to go to the lowest. You don't want to get talked down on your price, but you do want to be adding enough value to what your price asks. So those are my three tips. Once again, I'm Joseph Blackman, owner of Instant Imprints in Concord, California. Feel free to send me a question here or there, and share this video, share it with your colleagues, and I'll see you guys at the top. Alright, bye-bye.